A strategy that wins 60% of the time will still, sooner or later, hand you 8 losses in a row. And most traders will blow up or quit in that streak right before the edge they paid for actually pays them back. Before we go further, this is educational commentary, not personalized financial advice. I'm going to show you the math that separates traders who survive from traders who don't. Here's why this matters right now. Retail options volume is near record highs and the pitch everywhere is the same. This system averages such and such percent a month. People hear the average and picture a smooth line going up. But you don't trade a smooth line, you trade the path. And the path is jagged, cruel, and full of stretches that feel exactly like being wrong for a living. Let's name the wrong belief first because you probably hold it. The belief is, if my expected value per trade is positive, my account grows steadily. That feels obvious. Positive edge, therefore up and to the right. That model will get you killed because it quietly assumes the average shows up on schedule. It doesn't. The average is where you land after enough trades. Variance is what happens on the way there, and variance is where accounts die. Concrete case, forget percentages for a second. You flip a coin. Heads you win $1, tails you lose 90 cents. That's a fantastic edge. You make 5 cents per flip on average. 100 flips and you expect to be up $5. But run that 100 flips for real and you'll routinely see stretches where you're down $8, $10, $12 before it recovers. Same coin, same edge. The edge never left. Your account just took a walk through the woods first. Now the losing streak math, because this is the part traders refuse to internalize. If you win 60% of the time, you lose 40% of the time. The chance of losing your next trade is 0.4. 2 in a row is 0.4 times 0.4, 16%. 5 in a row is about 1%. Feels rare, but you don't take one sequence of 5. You take hundreds of trades a year. Over 200 trades, the probability that you hit at least one streak of 5 or more losses is over 90%. It's not bad luck. It's arithmetic. The streak is coming. The only question is whether you've sized so it can't ruin you. Here's the aha, and I want you to say it back to yourself at the screen. A drawdown is not symmetric with the gain that fixes it. Lose 10%, you need 11% to get back. Lose 20, you need 25. Lose 50% of your account, you now need a 100% gain just to break even. The hole digs faster than the ladder climbs. That gap, the distance between the loss and the recovery, is the real tax variance charges you. This has a second, sneakier effect called volatility drag. Say you make 10% one day and lose 10% the next. Average return, 0, right? Wrong. Up 10, then down 10 leaves you at 99 cents on the dollar. You lost money while the average said flat. The more your equity curve swings, the more the compounding math bleeds you, even when the arithmetic average looks fine. Big swings aren't just uncomfortable. They are a direct, measurable cost to your compounded return. So let's talk about the thing that actually kills accounts. Risk of ruin. It's the probability your losing streak arrives before your edge compounds you out of reach. And it depends far more on how much you risk per trade than on how good your edge is. Risk 2% of the account per trade, and an 8-loss streak costs you about 15%. Painful, survivable. Risk 10% per trade chasing faster growth, and that same 8-loss streak, the one that's basically guaranteed to show up, takes you down over 55%. Now you need to double just to get even. Same streak, same edge, wildly different outcome decided entirely by size. Let me put real numbers on it. 2 traders, identical strategy, 60% win rate, winners equal to losers in size. Trader A risks 2% per trade. Trader B risks 8% because B wants to get rich this quarter. Run 1,000 simulated years for each. Trader A ends up green in the overwhelming majority of them. Trader B, with the exact same edge, goes bust in a huge share of them because the deep drawdowns from oversizing hit a level he can't recover from. The edge was never the problem. The size was. This is where most retail traders get the story exactly backwards. They optimize the win rate. They hunt for the strategy that's right more often, thinking that's the safety. But a high win rate with occasional huge losers can have a worse drawdown profile than a coin flip with tiny, controlled losses. You are not paid to be right. You are paid by expected value, and you survive on the size of your worst realistic streak. Right and ruined is a real outcome. I've watched it happen. So what does a disciplined trader actually do with this? First, they size to the drawdown, not to the dream. Before they ask what could I make, they ask what's my worst plausible losing streak and can my account and my nerves take it at this size. Second, they expect the streak. When 5 losses show up, they don't tear up the plan, they knew it was coming, they modeled it, so they hold size steady instead of revenge sizing. Third, they track their max drawdown as the headline number, not the return. Return is the reward. Drawdown is the risk you actually paid to earn it. And this transfers far beyond day trading. Picking a leveraged ETF. Volatility drag is quietly eating your long-term return every choppy month. Evaluating a fund's track record. Ask for the max drawdown and the worst 12-month stretch, not just the average annual return. The average is the most flattering, least honest number on the sheet. Building any repeated bet process, sales, poker, startups, the same law holds. The streak is coming, and your survival depends on how much you staked, not how right you were. So here's the durable handle, the one line to keep. You don't trade the average, you trade the path, and the path is decided by your size. Get that right, and a mediocre edge can compound for years. Get it wrong, and the best edge in the world still ends at zero. If you want more breakdowns that hand you the math the hype leaves out, subscribe. That's the whole promise of this channel. Signal, not hype. Now go pull up your own worst losing streak and ask whether your position size respects it.